Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna, where we share with you a lot of interesting and useful information from Benidorm town and Spain in general. Today is the Saint Friday, so officially the beginning of Easter holidays, and there's already a lot of people out here. So happy Easter dears, and I hope you will enjoy these holidays with your family and loved ones. However, we're here today to still let you know the latest news update from Spain and Benidorm's region. We have a lot of news to share with you guys in between the crazy situation right now with tourism in Benidorm town. Then we'll be talking about the brand new skyscraper that will be emerging in Benidorm in the next couple of years, and they will start building it already during this year 2023. Where it's going to be located, which services will it offer, because it will have an exclusive hotel inside. And the last news will be the never-ending problem that started once again after a couple of years of calm and quietness here in Benidorm with the electric scooters. And we'll finish as usual with the weather forecast. First of all, let's talk about the situation of tourism here in Valencian community and as well as in Benidorm town. And it's something that even local newspapers are talking about. They officially say, as you can see on this picture right here, that there's not a single soul, there's no space available for any other person in Benidorm. No place for another extra soul in Benidorm town, which basically means that Benidorm is already crowded, it's already full, the fullest. Even though it's still not the peak of a season, even though it's still not even a peak of Easter holidays here in Spain. A lot of establishments, hotels, bars, restaurants are putting full capacity signs outside of their doors, are closing booking systems because there's simply not even a single free space left. Even in Altea, the best hotels of Altea, for example, Hotel Cap Negret, which by the way, we've already filmed the official tour for you guys and we will be showing it to you shortly here on the channel. It's a spectacular hotel, the best in Altea, by the way. And even that hotel is 100% of capacity. There's not a single room, not a single bed free left for these holidays right here. And obviously everyone have mixed up right now. Local people who live here permanently throughout the year, national tourists that have here their second vacational homes, people who are booking hotels that are also national tourists, as well as international tourists from UK, from Ireland, Scotland, Norway, Germany, from all over the world. Everyone are right now on the streets of Benidorm, enjoying their stay and the sunshine that we have here in the area. The most busy streets and areas right now in Benidorm to take into consideration obviously are the city center, as well as the old town, and Levante and Poniente Beach. Poniente Beach was not as popular a couple of years ago, but since it's been constantly changing, since there's been a lot of new bars, new services opening up out there, it became even more and more popular each year. So right now, even Poniente Beach is getting quite busy. Apart from that, bars are absolutely full. Even whenever we go to show you the night walks or daily walks around different areas of Benidorm town, we can see that the terraces are absolutely full. There is not a single free space left. I'm sure they've seen that I'm recording, but I don't think they care actually. So I don't care either. If they're okay with that, I'm okay with that, right? Right. And it's interesting to see what people are doing at the beach. So bars have full terraces, especially the most popular places, tapas areas, tapas streets, small tapas bars. By the way, I've created for you guys a exclusive playlist of tapas bars and all the tapas that we tried out here on the channel. So if you want to do a tapas marathon before you come, you are more than welcome to check out that playlist. I'm going to leave it linked here down below as well. So what is happening is the most popular places even have a waiting queue outside. People are waiting, standing and waiting up until the tables will be free for them to sit down. Even places at the bar, at the counter, are also full. there's not a single free chair left out there. So obviously it's a strange situation, but it was about time for Benidorm to get busy, so we're obviously happy, which means that also people who are living here will have work and their economic situation will be great during this time, and they will hopefully fully recover from after pandemic's crisis. There is a big car that is coming out here with some stones, so I'm gonna pause it probably just for a second. In Benidorm in general, there is an average occupancy right now of 96%, which is an absolute madness. This has not happened even last year whenever we got over all different restrictions, and this year people obviously have a lot of will to travel, and obviously once everything is over, people have recovered slightly. They got their jobs back, their economic situation is slightly better even with inflation. They've decided that it's the best moment for traveling right now, which I get it, I totally get it. People just have a lot of desire to travel, which is absolutely normal after quite a few rough years that we have right here. By the way, the average price for the Easter week is absolutely crazy. Even if you will get to see at least one single space out here in Benidorm, the prices will shock you. It's about 300 euros for 2 people to stay for one night out here. So hotels boosted the prices up as crazy simply because these are the last rooms, and you would have thought personally that why not hotels should be putting last minute offers that are very, very cheap. It's not the case here in Spain. These rooms are expensive as crazy. The second news that I wanted to share with you all comes from Benidorm town, obviously, and it's about the brand new biggest skyscraper that will be on the first line of the beach. This building will be built in the next 36 months, so it's around 3 years starting from now, and it will be taking place right where the Grand Hotel Dolphin is located on the Poniente side of Benidorm. We've mentioned about it in a couple of months ago, I think, since we knew already that this hotel will be taken down and there's going to be something brand new built, but we did not have any images, we didn't have any kind of information at all about it, so we did not really know what's going to be happening out there. Now we know it, and you have the image right here on the screen. This is going to be the best and tallest building on the front line of the beach in Benidorm. This is going to be a resort, a private resort for residents that would want to stay there every now and then, or just buy and be property owners in this building, plus an exclusive luxury hotel with more than 44 floors and more than 158 meters height, which is amazing, giant. You can see the difference between the buildings, and this is just absolutely massive. It will be more than 200 apartments, which probably going to be small, because to have more than 200 apartments out there, it has to be really, really tall, or at least have 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 apartments per each floor. And obviously on the bottom side, probably they will have the exclusive hotel. The prices there should be quite high since it's considered as a luxury, unique style hotel. It will be totally dependent on clean energy, so solar energy or even wind energy. There's going to be a lot of brand new materials that were not used before, except of the Dolphin Tower building right next to them, which is the same, by the way, real estate company that's building it. And which kind of services will they include? First of all, they're going to be having 2 huge swimming pools with sweet water, so like with the normal water, not the sea one. Spa, sauna, gym, yoga and Pilates rooms, as well with classes. A lot of green garden areas, tennis and paddle courts, social club, restaurant, and a lot more. They're even gonna have a lounge on the front line with amazing frontline sea views. In about 36 months, this building should be totally built and ready, and we will check with all its process. We're going to show it to you here on the videos on the channel, so you would see how Benidorm skyline is changing. And now let's talk about the repeating problem and small issue that is happening once again in Benidorm town. You know that in 2019 Benidorm has issued a brand new law that was banning not totally banning mobility like electric scooters, but putting a lot of rules for all those people who are using them in Benidorm town. For example, you were not allowed to go where pedestrians are walking, so you needed to go either by a normal road where vehicles go or by bicycle trails. Also, you needed to use a helmet, you need to use a reflectant vest, and you cannot go by more than 20 kilometers per hour to have a safe driving. Also, all these electric scooters needed to be with a specific insurance, just in case something happens, so that you and the other person or a car or vehicle or whatever it is would be covered for the damages. All the companies as well that do these type of rentals, they needed to inform people about these rules, as well as mobility scooters. Mobility scooters were totally forbidden for people less than a certain age, so only for pensionists and third age people, or for those who have any kind of mobility issues, and they just need some help with their movement. These type of mobility scooters also had to go down bicycle trails or down the road. It's forbidden to use them where pedestrians are actually walking. So after 2019, a lot of things have changed. Things kind of calmed down slightly, but right now, once the tourism has risen, once the tourism is in its peak once again, and it's going to be extremely busy this year. So Benidorm has opened this question back again, saying that they start to have issues with people who rent their scooters or electric scooters or mobility scooters, doesn't matter, from a nearby villages or towns, and are coming to Benidorm to spend a day. So basically, the other towns here like Albir, Altea, Villajoyosa, Alfaz, Polop, they don't have these type of regulations. So obviously, these rules of Benidorm do not apply to these villages nearby. So people don't know what they need to do in Benidorm. Basically, youngsters with mobility scooters, just passing by, flying by down the pedestrian area, or even bicycles down the pedestrian zone where they shouldn't be going quite fast with electric scooters as well, without a helmet, without nothing at all, uninsured. So this has been an issue, and Benidorm is asking the traffic control, the police traffic department, to make the new regulation that will be the same for all the area surrounding Benidorm, so that the rules will be the same for all of them and there will be no issues in Benidorm town any longer. Luckily for all of us and for all of tourists, there's been way less incidents and accidents here in town after this regulation in Benidorm has started. So let's hope it's gonna stay that way. Let us know what you think about it. Should all the other areas have the same rules and exceptions for mobility scooters use as Benidorm has, or if it's a silly rule and there's no need on putting these type of restrictions? Let us know here in the comments. Personally, I do think that there needs to be some kind of regulation for it to ensure that pedestrians are safe. And apart from that, each person needs to understand what these safety measures are. And for example, don't go if that person is drunk or is under influence or something. Don't drive these type of things, because these accidents, although in less form, not as severe and way less of them in quantity, but they are still happening in Benidorm town and surrounding area. And now let's talk about the weather. Let's have a slight walk and talk about the weather and what's waiting for you guys during this Easter week in Spain, Costa Blanca and Benidorm town. The sun is shining in the whole entire country, as you can see right here on the first map. The weather is just gorgeous, and it's really, really strange because usually in Spain for Easter holidays it's raining almost everywhere. This is something that's happening every single April, but right now surprisingly it's not the case. What you can see is the busy beach of Albir, which usually is quite empty by these dates outside of Easter holidays, but today is absolutely full, and it's still morning time, so by the evening there's gonna be more and more people arriving out here, and everything is ready for the peak season to begin. Even the promenade is quite busy, which is where we're heading right now. The rain is not coming to our region, and it's probably not gonna be coming at least during the next 7 to even on north parts of Spain. It should not be raining during Easter, which is strange but really much appreciated, to be honest. As for the temperatures are quite mild and nice right now. It's around 20 degrees, 20 to 21 on the warmest part of the day, which is around 2 to 3 p.m. usually. And starting from tomorrow, the weather will be changing a tiny bit. It's gonna be sunny and the temperatures will rise just a couple of degrees up until 24, and during the whole entire week, around 3-4 days from now, we will hit the 24, 26 or even 27 degrees, which is just amazing. The water temperature is also rising quite a lot, I must say, which obviously with the higher are the temperatures, the higher the water temperature will also be. This is an absolute record, but we will have almost 17 degrees water temperature here in the next upcoming days in Benidorm town, which is why more and more people are going bare feet down the beach, enjoying this lovely and amazing weather. This was the latest news update from Benidorm town and surrounding area. I wish you a lovely day, and we'll see each other in a new video here on the channel tomorrow. Bye, dear.